What's up, guys? It's your girl, the Bonnie Banks.
And it's your girl, Honey Lopez.
And it's the Raw Pod, where we talk everything from health, wellness, and activewear. And honey,
Yes.
I saw you up in the comments
Girl, okay.
on somebody's Instagram page. Give me some insight. What's up?
So, typically when I see ignorance on social media,
Right.
I will send it to one of my friends, a DM.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever, we'll comment and but I don't really comment. And when I do, I try to make sure I keep it tasteful because as a content creator, I am sensitive about my So I get it. But I saw this girl and I saw her face and I was like, oh, she's a pretty, minority girl. She looks Habesha. And I'm like, okay, I want to hear what she's talking about. I want to okay, let me take it back. I saw a reel where she was doing something about pregnancy. So that's what made me the click because the Instagrams will get you there.
Get your explore.
And she was making a funny reel about Instagram and about pregnancy. So I was gonna save it and use it one day, whatever. And then it made me click on her page. But when I went there, she first started off saying as a pretty girl, I don't ever have to pay for anything.
Oh, yes. Pretty is free for her outside. So we're actually speaking about Nardos.
Yes.
That's her page or whoever. I've seen her on my Explorer doing whatever, POVs and things.
So it was very clickbaitable, right? So at that point I was like, okay, well, where is she going with this? Because I try to give people the benefit of a doubt. She then proceeds to talk about Tahiry, and she's from Love and Hip Hop, and she used to be affiliated or dated Joe Budden.
Yes.
And she proceeds to say because they were famous, they're just shading them when first of all, both of those people are millionaires.
Right.
So who are we actually shading?
Well, we're going to hear from the horse's mouth exactly what she says here.
Right.
When you're pretty, outside is free. I've been a pretty girl my entire life, so I should know a thing or two about that, okay? I was on Instagram scrolling yesterday and I saw Tahiry Jose, who is one of, the it girls from back in the day. She was on Love and Hip Hop and was the girlfriend of Joe Budden, which was also one of the hottest rappers back in the days when I was growing up, okay? I was on her Instagram and I noticed that she's literally still on OnlyFans. She's probably 50 years old. And I noticed that she is a barber now. She's cutting hair. I was like, wait a minute. I'm like, she's got 2 million followers. Why does she need to go get a new skill set? Basically go get a job, And I was like, what's going on? So I look around her page. I'm like, she's still literally half naked at 50. She's got 2 million followers, but those followers are all men who just want to see her naked, who just want to gawk over her body. So those 2 million followers is equivalent to 0 followers because no brand is going to want to work with you. No one's going to work with her. And then it dawned on me. I was like, wow, a lot of pretty girls think like her. Look at her. She dated the rapper. She had everything. She was the it girl. She was on a TV show. She was on all these men's magazines. What does she forget to do? Graduate. A lot of people forget to graduate. I hope a lot of you girls who are on OnlyFans right now in your 20s making all the money, I hope you learn to graduate. I hope you're investing in your future. You learn to graduate. A lot of you pretty girls who are running around town with these rappers, with these rich men going from Dubai, jetting around to Europe. I hope you guys are also investing in your future because you are nothing but this man's sidekick. That's all it is. That's all you are. A rich man sliding in your DMs mean absolutely nothing, okay? You can't possibly have anything in common with this person because you go on a date with 10 men, you're probably going to hit it off with one of them. So what makes you think some stranger celebrity man slides in your DM and you think, what, that's going to be your husband or your boyfriend? He's not. He's going to be your sidekick because you're pretty. He's probably going to keep you around for a year or two, buy you things, and then you're going to be replaced, okay? There's a girl turning 18 every single day. That's just what it is. I need y'all to be realistic, okay? Have your rich man invest in your nail salon, your hair salon, your nursing school. Invest in your future. You travel around town with them. Next thing you know, you kick to the curb. And then what? Then you're going to end up like Tahiry, selling your ass at age 50.
So my comment was to her, did she do something to you? Mm-hmm. Did she sleep with your man? Did she get somebody that you wanted? Where is the hate coming from? Because you're body shaming, you're age shaming, and you're profession shaming someone based off of an income that they're making and what they're doing when you're not sleeping with that person.
Yeah.
So what's the problem? And as someone who says that she's a girl's girl, it grinds my gears when women say that they're women's women and they're not.
Yeah.
Because as a girl's girl, I don't do that to people.
Yeah.
And if I got to get to the point where I got to treat you and go and, analyze you from up and down and all the things, it's because you forced me to go there. So, Miss Bad Built, whatever, Nardos, whatever it is, because baby, the body is not tea.
Ooh.
The body is not tea, and the fillers are fillering, and the face is facing, and the face apps and all the autotunes. Who are you to talk about someone else and what they're doing with their profession at their age?
Yeah.
You're 20-something, but you look like you're 50-something. So I'm trying to
I think
understand.
20 might be a stretch for sis. I don't think that she's 20. But
girls-
I think whenever you showed me this clip and I saw it and I was just like, okay, at first I saw her stuff and I liked her, but for you to literally clickbait by saying a specific name, and mind you, Tahiry been minding her own business because I haven't heard nothing about her. Her body is tea.
Right.
That's why she's posting the pictures that you wish you could post, because her body is giving what it's supposed to have
Right.
gave. And I think that we need to stop picking and choosing when we can tell women at what age to do what they want to do. If her profession was it girl back then, she's still it girl now, and she's reinventing herself. If she wants to be cutting hair, because first of all, them haircuts is $50. What are you doing, sis, for 45 minutes and getting $50?
I just paid for my man's haircut for a mobile service. Shout out to Deely. It was $250 for a 30-minute haircut.
And then the part that really actually annoyed me was she said that she went to go get a new skill. Yeah, you should. Actually, what do you know how to do besides make POVs? You should know new skills as a woman. At this point, I low-key wanted to go get my HVAC because I was like, that's going to be something I can make my money.
If you go get your HVAC, I'm hiring you.
Girl, I'm be all you in my house fixing ACs, and if I need to come showing up like Tahiry did to add that extra 50, don't be mad at me. But at the same time, I think that what she was trying to say was the back then Instagram it girls have to graduate to new things.
Right.
She did. She doing barber. That's her graduation.
Exactly.
What else did you want from her? I just feel like when you go on here to try to get clickbait, clout is such a hell of a drug that is almost disgusting. And I hope Instagram sees and understands my feed. I don't want to see you on my feed no more.
And it's so crazy because before I got to know you, I looked at your page and I just loved everything that I saw on there. I never saw anything negative about anybody. I never saw you content, like, you know what I'm saying? Your content was not anything that was clickbaitable in a negative connotation or a negative way. So it bothers me as a girl's girl when I see people do that, because why would you need to bring her down to lift yourself up? It actually makes you look like a broke hater.
It do.
And granted, I literally can't count your pockets, but I can count mine. So what I'm saying is, I mean, okay, thank you. As a married woman, married woman who has gone through the body dysmorphia, who's constantly working on myself and my body, it triggered me. And I don't know Tahiry. She could be an awful person.
Yeah.
I don't know that, but I know that she's in her own lane and unbothered and not bothering her soul.
And I also feel like the age shaming. Women, do you not think you're going to get to that age? And first of all, be blessed if you do, because people not making it to that age.
People are not making it to that age.
So to me, to just hear women talk about, oh, she 30 and she doing this. Oh, she 40 and she doing this. What else am I supposed to do? I hope at 40 I decide to pick up another skill and do something else. I hope at 50 I decide to pick up another skill and do something else, because that's part of life. Life is a journey. You only live once and you only have one of them. And I think, I've dealt with that. I've battled with the age shaming of even doing music, because I love doing music. I want to continue to perform, and people be like, that's for the young cats, and you're getting older as a woman, you can't. Like, who says I can't?
Girl, 2 Chainz came out at like 40.
But see, we let men get away with it.
Jay-Z is still rapping at 60.
But women can't. For whatever reason, it's like women, when you hit 30, you need to have kids, or you need to settle down, or you need to stop doing this. And it's like, how are you going to tell me how I need to stop living?
I completely understand, but I think we let them, and you just have to be that anomaly. You have to be the one to say, I'm not going to listen to that I'm going to keep doing it. There are actors that didn't get I think Stacey Dash didn't get her first big break until she was like 30 when she did Clueless. Gabrielle Union, I love her, obsessed. Gabrielle Union did Bring It On at 29.
Yeah, and Taraji P. Henson, she talks about how she started her acting career late too. You're never too old to do what you want to do.
Not to learn a new trick.
Not to learn a new trick. And then also just remember that you count in somebody's pocket, she's probably making $1 million on OnlyFans. And I remember just a couple of OnlyFans girls that I had seen on my Explore page talking about how they were making millions. If you are okay with going on OnlyFans, doing whatever you do, because not everybody's being naked, not everybody's doing something, they're not all doing that. But if you making $1 million and then you take that money and turn around and invest it, good for you. Because how else were you gonna do it?
My friend Destiny, who I met when I went through my plastic surgery journey, we did stuff with a brand. They're not paying me, so they're not getting any pub. But we went through a whole plastic surgery journey together. She makes her money on OnlyFans. She makes like $25,000 a day. And she has two kids, and she takes care of her kids. She bought her home, unbothered, and that's what she's doing. So who am I to judge what she wants to do? If she's not harming children, harming other people, not being violent, I don't understand why is it any of my business? Because quite frankly, the sex business is really selling.
Well, I've always said this for ladies. Yes. If you have it, use it.
Hello?
Use it how you want to, because you're not
baby,
always
I would have been a Playboy bunny back in the day.
I did too.
Okay, I wanted to be one real bad.
I wanted to be Playboy boy. I wanted to do Victoria's Secret, all of that. So if you have it, because honestly, you'll look back at your pictures and be like, dang, I looked like this. I was doing this. You're not going to look like that forever.
But isn't that kind of crazy though? Okay, so it's a negative connotation to be a Playboy bunny, but to be a Victoria's Secret angel in the same kind of lingerie, it's okay.
I think we pick and choose what's okay.
Okay.
I think we pick and choose as people do. We pick and choose what's okay. But, I always tell women there's a reason why we have the essence and the auras that we have. And unfortunately for the men, that's where we come into play to use it. Yeah. That's what you got to do. And if her body is making her money and keeping her lifestyle and she's fine, it's not like she's mad. Because if she was mad, then she wouldn't be doing it.
Right.
So she's fine. And I just think that Instagram was made for you to look at. And for her to say that she has 2 million followers that are men, so it's not accumulating to dollars, that makes no sense, sis. Because then she wouldn't be doing it.
Hello?
Because why would I just be doing it for free?
And then how does she even see her analytics? Because you physically can't see her analytics. So how does she actually know
it's just giving super hate. It's just super hate on a weird level, too. Because how did you find that?
How did you find that? Because you don't know. That? And if she does have 2 million men following her, she's about to have 2 million men and me plus one following her, because at this point I want to know what you're doing. You reinvented the wheel. You did Love and Hip Hop. You probably didn't make a lot of money on there initially starting off because as we all know, Mona don't like to pay people.
Yeah.
Okay. No shade, no tea. She don't. And that's okay. But she took that platform and she rose above that. She decided to make her money. So quite frankly, I'm like, wow, okay. There's someone who's not allowing what she did back in the day to interfere. She's reinventing herself and reinventing the wheel. And I think that's commendable.
Now that I think about it, the marketing, if she has 2 million men that follow her and she has decided to take up the skill of being a barber, she's actually really smart. Because if there's 2 million men that need their haircut and I'm going to charge y'all $50, let me just hold on. I just need to get the calculator. If she opens up 2 or 3 barbershops with women that look just like her, teaching them the skill, and then opening up a barber school, now what are you going to say? What are you talking about? This again. Anyways, we've clocked your
giving her too much.
Yeah, we clocked your sis. Shout out to Tahiry. Shout out to any of the women that are reinventing themselves. I understand that at one point the Instagram it girls were running it, and now they're doing different things, and they're not just relying on Instagram. They're also upgrading their skills, and I'm happy to see that because she's on the podcast and she's everywhere. She's got her own podcast now, and that's how it is. That's how life is. You evolve, and if you don't evolve, then you can stay where you're at, and you're probably going to be stuck there.
You can give me a Tahiry any day. Okay? Okay.
Period. And that's what we're going to clock with the body shaming, age shaming. No more. I don't want to hear no more, oh, she 40. And stop with the, as a journalist, stop with the headlines where y'all trying to be shady with putting the woman's age.
Yeah, what's up
Stop
with
doing that? I don't know what it is because the age has nothing to do with nothing.
You want to know what's so funny? And then we're going to end it because, again, giving it too much, wrap it up. I always lead with the fact that I'm 36. I love that because in my mind, I look 26. So if I'm leading with 36, I'm letting you know as I age, when I'm 40, I'm going to lead with 40. Like making it seem like because we're older, we can't still do the same things is crazy because I see Misty Copeland just literally retired and she just turned 40. Dang. So it's just like from being a ballerina.
From a ballerina, yeah. And she's like top tier.
Debbie Allen is still choreographing and being a director.
Yeah.
And Debbie's in her 70s.
Yeah.
And, you know, so it's like you see these women and what we're doing, Black women especially, and we are so phenomenal. We are so innovative. So to see another Black woman, another minority woman bring down another minority woman, it's just disheartening for sure.
Yeah. Keep doing what y'all doing. I love to see it, and it motivates me to keep being who I want to be, because the entertainment space is hard on women as you get older.
I'm gonna buy your album, baby.
Okay, I know that's right. And on that note, again, if you like our outfits, this little mustard top, our t-shirts, not the black Juneteenth. I
felt
it.
like my point needed to be made.
Yeah, you put your fist up on that one.
I did in my recharge active. Okay.
Okay, you guys can go to itsrawactive.com.